America is back and that we are coming back bigger and better and stronger than ever before. And we're making our own product again. And we're opening up our factories again. At the center of America's resurgence are the massive tax cuts that I just signed into law. And it's also reform, but I usually just say tax cuts because that's what people, they don't want to hear about the reform. Believe me, the reform is very important. We don't have to go into it. But the tax cuts are the most significant tax cut, most significant reform in American history, with tremendous tax relief for working families, for small businesses, for big businesses that produce jobs, for just about everybody, tremendous numbers, and you're already seeing what's happening. Americans do anything, build anything, and create anything as long as we have pride in our country, confidence in our values, and respect for our great American flag. Right? Because America doesn't belong to the Washington power brokers. It belongs to you, and I think we've taught them that. Doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean it's easy. It's nasty in Washington, but step by step by step, just keep going, right? Going. It is a nasty place. Woo. But we're getting it. Nobody thought we were going to have this kind of success so quickly.
America's back. We have numbers to prove it. That was the president's speech from earlier today in Pennsylvania. Joining us now with reaction, Fox News contributor Tomi Lahren. Let me just read a little bit, okay? 2.2 million new jobs since the election. We've got Chrysler moving from Mexico to Michigan. That is huge. And then, of course, we have Carrier and all these other companies. Then we got massive tax cuts, which is going to benefit 90+% of Americans. We got rid of all this regulation, 20 regulations gone for every new one. We have unemployment at an 18-year low, applications for unemployment at a 45-year low, black unemployment the lowest ever recorded, female unemployment the lowest in 17 years, Hispanic unemployment the lowest ever recorded. That's like a half a century on unemployment. The Dow at 26,000, nearly $8 trillion in new wealth to the economy. Although I don't invest a whole lot in it. Apple returns to America with a massive $350 billion investment, and there's many other companies. How could the media totally ignore this? Tomi Lahren.
Well, because the Democrats and the liberal mainstream media, they're shaking in their boots right now, and it's because President Trump is winning for the American people. That has been their biggest fear since last year, since he was inaugurated on January 20th of last year. That has been their biggest fear. Not that he was going to bring this country down, that he was going to make it great again. That's what he's doing, and they hate it. That's why they're going crazy, literally going crazy. The media, the Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, the whole lot of them going crazy because this president is winning just like he told us he was going to do.
It's like every election. The Republicans are racist, sexist, homophobic, Islamophobic. You can't really argue a whole lot with success. And my opinion that all the noise we hear won't matter when people are back to work, out of poverty, off of food stamps, and the country is now prospering, and we're safe and secure.
Because facts don't care about their feelings. And I'll tell you this, because I have been going out, you've been sending me out to West Hollywood, to other areas in California, which we think would be so liberal. And what I'm really finding out, Sean, is there are so many people that support this president, and they didn't support him initially, but they're seeing what he's doing to benefit them. They're seeing the economy being turned around.
West Hollywood, California?
Hey, you know what? They want to make money just as much as you and I do. They want to make money. They want to keep their hard-earned money. And they love this president. They don't like what he tweets. They don't like what he says that hurts their little feelings. But they like what he's doing for this country. And at the end of the day, when we come up to midterms, we come up to re-election time, that's what's going to matter, is the results. And this president is getting them.
What about, all right, so the president comes out with this fake news media awards last night. But then you're watching the media, and they're trashing his doctor, the guy that also was the doctor of Barack Obama, George W. Bush, and they're angry because the president's in excellent health. How is anybody to interpret that other than there's nothing this man can do they'll ever like?
They want him to fail. and they want him to be ill, and they want him to die. Let's be honest, that's exactly what they want, and they're so frustrated that he's winning for the American people, that he's healthy.
And he got a 30 out of 30 on the cognitive test.
He's doing wonderfully. You know what we really should do? In the spirit of caring, in the spirit of sharing, we should have that same doctor examine folks like Nancy Pelosi and Maxine Waters, because they need all the help they can get, Sean.
Can we add Dr. Liberal Joe Scarborough and Dr. Mika? I want to see how well they do on that test.
Oh, I would love to. I think we should share the doctor's expertise with those individuals, because in the spirit of mental health awareness, they need far more help than this president. This president is doing wonderfully. He's, like he says, he's a stable genius. And you know what? I believe it, because look at this country. We're doing great. All of us are doing great, and the Democrats are terrified.
Okay, so you're obviously in the younger generation. Do you see younger people now liking what's happening? Maybe people that are, you know, Winston Churchill, 20 not a liberal, you don't have a heart. 40 and not conservative, you don't have a brain. Do you see a change now?
I think that when these young people are going out and they're getting their first jobs, you know, if they do move out of their parents' basement and actually want to get a job, they're going to be happy when they're able to keep more of what they earn instead of sending it to Washington, D.C. for their favorite politicians. I think they're going to start to see it, and this president's going to make a whole lot more sense to them.
Thanks, Tommy. We'll see you next week.